takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. You take me to the top, I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Just like the song that Imagine Dragons sing, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline that is in my veins. Everlasting Abba, let your living water flow through my veins. Let your set-apart spirit flow through my veins. And let your word be like fire that is shut up in my bones. Welcome to another Hallelujah Wednesday. Today's message is going to be called Yahushua Blvd, the narrow path that leads to everlasting life. And we're going to start in Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter into the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction. And many people will go that route. Many will choose the broad road that leads to destruction. Many will reject the Heavenly Father's wisdom, knowledge, instructions, and his heavenly advice. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the path that leads to everlasting life. And very few people find it, only a remnant. Beware of false prophets, the prophets of Jezebel, the prophets of Pinocchio, the Freemasons, the mainstream media. Beware of false prophets, right? That come to you in sheep clothing, but on the inside they are like ravaging wolves. You shall know them by their fruit. Do men gather grapes, thorns, or figs, or thistles? Even so, every good tree must bring forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree brings forth wicked, evil fruit. A good tree cannot bear evil fruit, neither corrupt tree bear good fruit. And every tree that bringeth not good fruit is thrown down and cast into the fire. Therefore you shall know them by their fruit. So we shall know the prophets of Jezebel, the Freemasons, the prophets of Pinocchio by their rotten fruit, called the forbidden fruit gospel. See, the forbidden fruit gospel, so many in these end times, they have an appetite. So many have an appetite for this forbidden fruit gospel. They are feeding these things. They are feeding the gods of Mardi Gras. They are feeding the fallen angels. And they hate the Torah. They hate the tree of life gospel. And they hate the Ark of the Covenant. Not everyone that says to me, Adonai, Master, Master, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, Yahuwah headquarters, but he that does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Adonai, Adonai, Master, Master, have we not prophesied in your name? And in your name have we cast out demons? And in your name have we done mighty wonderful works? Then I will profess unto them, depart from me, I never knew you, you worker of iniquity. See, you are a worker of iniquity because you hate the Torah. You are a worker of iniquity because you hate the Ark of the Covenant. And you are a worker of iniquity because you hate the tree of life gospel. Therefore, you are a corrupt tree. You are a corrupt tree in the eyes of the self-existent one, from everlasting to everlasting. See, you look at all these trees in City Park, City Brooks Park, right? This is the location that I'm at. Every last one of these trees produces fruit, produces branches. And we are those branches, the house of Yasharel. We are the branches. We produce fruit because we obey the tree of life gospel. It doesn't matter if it's wintertime, spring, summer, or the fall. Our job is to produce fruit because we obey the tree of life gospel. Ain't that something? Therefore, whoever hears these teachings of mine and does them, I will liken him into a wise man that built his house upon the rock. See, the house of Yahushua, we have a solid foundation. We have wisdom, knowledge, instructions, and advice because we have an everlasting covenant with Yahuwah of hosts, Ahaya, SHADDAI. So we are wise in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. And the rain descended and the floods came and the winds blew and beat upon that house, but it did not fall because it was founded upon the rock. See, Yahuwah is the one that built the house of Yasharel. He is the one that built the church of Philadelphia, a.k.a. the church of Yahumanity. This green grass out here. The grass is on the other side, Miss Parker. Ain't that something? And everyone who hears these teachings of mine and does not do them shall be likened unto a foolish man that built his house upon the sand. See, all these churches that push the forbidden fruit gospel, the golden calf gospel, the image of the beast gospel, your house is built on sinking sand. Your house is built on sinking sand, Freemasons, prophets of Jezebel, prophets of Pinocchio. The truth is not in you. The truth is not in you. The truth makes you people uncomfortable. See, the truth makes you uncomfortable. Everything that I learned from Yahuwah University, the College of Salvation, I got it because I was humble enough. I was humble enough to seek Yahuwah, to seek his face. And that's why I got so much knowledge and wisdom. That's why I'm so street smart, because the self-existent one teaches me what I know. And the rains descended, and the floods came. The winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass that when Yahushua, Emmanuel, Yeshua of Nazareth had ended these teachings, the people were astonished at his doctrine, his theology. The reason why they was astonished and awe of the theology and the doctrine that the Passover lamb was teaching them is because this doctrine, this theology, it comes from Yahuwah University. It comes from Yahuwah headquarters, the everlasting throne of Ahaya, Ashahaya. And it came to pass that when Yahushua ended these teachings, the people were astonished at his theology and his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority, not as the scribes and the Pharisees. See, we have spiritual authority. We have a spiritual education because the 144,000 we graduated from Yahuwah University, the College of Salvation, Yahushua Academy, the school of royalty. And we cannot live by bread alone, but we must live and die by every word that travels from your mouth. See, a lot of people in these end times, they are putting their faith in the White House, the Vatican, Buckingham Palace. And here's what I gotta tell you people. Stop putting your faith in the systems of this world. Stop putting your faith in a Yes We Can movement or a Make America Great Again movement. This is the Hallelujah movement. This is the sound of revival. This is Yahushua Boulevard, the summer of salvation. That's what it's all about in these end times. And whether the man in the Oval Office, whether he's the last trumpet or whether he's the Antichrist, either way, prophecy has to be fulfilled. I've never seen the Pope walk on water. I've never seen the man in the Oval Office walk on water. I've never seen A so-called king over in Buckingham Palace walk on water. See, your attention is on the wrong thing. You got to have eyes to see and ears to hear. See, I don't put my faith in the Antichrist. I don't put my faith in the last trumpet. Whatever you think the man in the Oval Office is, that's between you and the Most High. But I don't put my faith in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But I do put my faith in the self-existent one. Because you see, this spiritual journey, walking with the Heavenly Father, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And for those of us that are walking on Yahushua Boulevard, our job is to finish the race. And I'm going to finish this race. I'm not going to let no demon in hell stop me from serving the Most High. I made a promise to the CEO of the universe when I got baptized at 7, 8 years old, when I got immersed at 7, 8 years old, I made a promise. I made a promise to the Heavenly Father to serve him, to be a prophetic voice in these end times for my family members, my friends, my classmates, and my co-workers. And I am a tree of righteousness. And my job is to produce fruit because I love the tree of life gospel. I am a vessel of honor. And this vessel of honor that speaks to you, this Hebrew prodigal son that speaks to you, this prince that speaks to you, I am more than a conqueror. I am a kingdom champion. I know what it's like to be in pain in a hospital. I know what it's like to have wounds and physical scars and spiritual scars. But could I tell you something? My testimony is that the Heavenly Father has healed my wounds. He has healed my physical scars and my spiritual scars. Yasharel, we have a lot of scars on us. For the past 400 years, the transatlantic slave trade, Black Wall Street, the things that took place on these plantations, those are physical scars and spiritual scars. Those are wounds. As it says in the book of Jeremiah, I will heal your wounds and I will restore you, because Yasharel the potter is going to put you back together again. Whatever it takes, because I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes, because I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. You take me to the top, I'm ready for whatever it takes. Because I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Everlasting Abba, one more time. Let your living water flow through my veins. Let your Shekinah glory, your set-apart spirit, flow through my veins. And as it says in the book of Jeremiah, let your word be like fire that is shut up in my bones. From everlasting to everlasting, from generation to generation, your name is set apart. From age to age you stand, and time is in your hand. Time has no power over you. This is the Hallelujah Network. Shalom, shalom, and I'm out.